Howdy y'all, welcome to Adventures with Kendall. Today, we're going to Travel Town in Los Angeles. It's an outdoor railroad museum in LA's Griffith Park, and I can't wait to show all the wonderful trains they have there. So let's get on board and head on to Travel Town. All aboard! Howdy y'all, welcome to Travel Town. The story of this outdoor railroad museum is just as impressive as the collection of locomotives and rolling stock here. The land that would become Travel Town was once a civilian conservation corps camp during the New Deal, and later a POW camp during World War II. In the late 1940s, Charlie Atkins, a recreation and parks employee, along with a handful of rail enthusiast friends, had the idea that a steam locomotive would make an attractive addition at the Griffith Park miniature railroad ride. The original intention of the museum was to be a railroad petting zoo where children can have the opportunity to imagineer themselves as engineers. At the time, the steam locomotive era was drawing to a close, so Atkins found a good response from either big railroads or little railroads and old equipment they were donating. And Travel Town was dedicated on December 14, 1952. In 1965, Travel Town's exhibits were regrouped and the park was rededicated. Some of the exhibits were given a brand new purpose here in Travel Town.
Probably no piece of rolling stock we've donated ever was put to better use than one now at Griffith Park Travel Town in Los Angeles. What more exciting place could there be for a child to have a birthday party than a retired railroad dining car reserved for her and her friends? We gave it to her and to all the other youngsters of the city.
Now that we've learned the history of Travel Town, let's check out some of the equipment. Our first stop, this old California-style cable car from San Francisco. I'm standing in front of an original California Street cable car from San Francisco. As you can see, it's a double-ended car which operated along California Street. This is amazing. It's amazing people once rode this car up and down the streets of San Francisco. But now let's head to the main hall, where all the best equipment is at. And there it is, in all of its glory, the main exhibits themselves. Let's go check out these locomotives. The engine we'll talk about first is former Stockton, Terminal, and Eastern No. 1, the Mariposa. This is the Mariposa, built in 1864 and operated on the Western Pacific before becoming part of the Central Pacific, and it was later acquired by the Stockton, Terminal, and Empire Railway in 1914. In 1953, it was retired and donated to Travel Town. Next to the Mariposa is Union Pacific 4439. Built by Baldwin in 1918, 4439 is an example of a yard goat, or switch engine. Unlike the bigger engines that operated on the Union Pacific line, especially on Sherman Hill, 4439 worked the yards at Cheyenne, Wyoming, and then later moved to the Los Angeles Harbor Belt line and worked on that line until our operation was ended by the order of the Air Pollution Control in 1957. It was later donated to Travel Town that same year. Speaking of 4439, anyone can get in the cab of these mighty locomotives and explore what it takes to drive a train, such as yours truly. I'm a real engineer. And over here, down the main hall, walking through gives you the feel of a good old-fashioned railroad train station. Let's take a walk through it. Here's a boxcar, 3 types of passenger cars, a chair car, a diner, and sleeper respectively, a plucky red caboose, the electric locomotive known as Electra, and an example of a Pacific Electric blimp interurban car. What a fascinating collection. Now that we've seen the trains, now let's look at the signals. Have you ever wondered how trains are managed? Well, signals like this help out. These are designed so engineers of trains would see where they're going or when to stop. These were operated by a signalman in a tower and can be used to monitor and control train operations, especially on a single line of track. Here, a passenger train passes a freight train that is parked on a siding. These days, semaphore signals like this have been replaced by colored lights, similar to a traffic light. As much as I like looking at trains, I think it's better that we ride one. Luckily for us, Travel Town has a fun train ride that encircles the entire facility. Let's go for a ride. All aboard! Off we go! Here comes the best part of the ride. Here it is! Look at this wonderful view! See all the amazing locomotives and rolling stock? All of this is awesome. It's fun to look at all of these trains while sitting in one. Great, isn't it? Well, that's the end of the ride. Time to get off. Boy, I had a great time out here at Travel Town. This is a great place in the LA area to learn about trains. Well, it's time to head back to the studio. So let's get back on our train and head home. Did you enjoy our time at Travel Town, folks? I did. I certainly enjoyed seeing all of those wonderful trains. I also enjoyed learning the history of American railroading and sharing that knowledge with you, and all that in a very wonderful place. Well, that's all the time we have here on Adventures with Kendall. See you later, folks, and may your gifts bless the world.